What a time to be talking about personal finance. You can't flip on a TV channel without somebody talking about the stock market. There's been a lot going on with the battle between the small investors and the hedge funds. In fact, we did a whole video explaining kind of what's going on with GameStop and Reddit, and it's easy to find. It's the only other video other than this one that's on the new MoneyRush channel. But a lot has changed since then. And Robinhood's given some, let's say, interesting quotes, some more explanations for why they limited trading on a bunch of stocks. And I know that's enraged a lot of people, myself included. I was a Robinhood trader. That's where most of my money in the market was being held. And it's causing a mass exodus of people looking to leave Robinhood. So I wanted to first demystify that and show you how easy it is to move your portfolio from Robinhood to another broker. When you buy a share of a stock, you own that stock. And actually Robinhood themselves give you the tools to do this. They also give recommendations for what other platforms are out there to do your trading in. So I'm John Rettinger. I've been making videos online for the better part of 10 years. I run a channel with over 1.5 million subscribers, and I went back to school to get my MBA to learn how to run a business and make my money work for me. And I've made a lot of mistakes over the years, and I started this channel to teach you what I've learned and also to help you avoid the same pitfalls and mistakes that I've sort of fell into. Whether you've got $5, $100, or a couple $1,000s, whatever it might be, you can put that money to work and help secure your financial future. So here's the real short version of what happened in the market and with Robinhood. So sort of what started, the nexus came from Reddit, of traders who were really upset with what hedge funds were doing, the amount of money that was being made, and executed what was essentially a short squeeze of GameStop stock. They sent the sales price way up. People who were shorting it lost billions of dollars. And for all intents and purposes, it was a big win for the small guy. It was Occupy Wall Street with a plan, so to speak. And Robinhood, in response, where a lot of these traders were doing these trades, they built their business, and their whole mantra was trading for everyone, making trading available from the small guy to the big business. And that's what Robinhood built their business off of. And when all this started happening, there was a lot of action on GameStop stock, on AMC, American Airlines, and others. Robinhood, and surprisingly, limited the ability of traders to trade these stocks, letting people think that perhaps they were in the pocket of these hedge funds that were losing billions of dollars. And for all intents and purposes, Robinhood, and factually, makes a lot of money from these hedge funds and financial institutions like Citadel and Melvin Capital. It's where their money comes from. So it's not hard to understand why they may have felt pressure. But Robinhood never admitted that that was the reason they made these changes. In fact, there was a quote that came out this week from Robinhood that said, "We didn't want to stop people from buying stocks, and we certainly weren't trying to help hedge funds," which I would say seems questionable at best. You could say Robinhood is trying to protect people from themselves, but that's not Robinhood's job. And it enraged a lot of people. Robinhood's rating on the Google Play Store went from 4.5, 5 stars all the way down to 1. You're seeing similar ratings falls on sort of the Apple App Store. People are frustrated and fed up with what Robinhood is doing, and they very quickly in fast order want to move their portfolios away from Robinhood. So I want to show you guys how to do that, and also give you guys other options for you can move that portfolio over to. And I do also want to say, and in all fairness, Robinhood was not the only platform that was limiting trading abilities. Many others did this. Robinhood, though, was perhaps the most egregious and certainly grabbed the headlines. So here's some options for other platforms you can use to move your portfolio over. You've got things like Webull, TradeStation, TD Ameritrade, Moomoo, M1 Finance, Betterment, Interactive Brokers, and I'll put that whole link down below. And there's a ton of other options here, but those are just some that came to mind. Say you made the decision to transfer your portfolio out of Robinhood. You own those shares, whether they are in Robinhood or anywhere else, and you want to manage them on another platform. That's not a problem. Believe it or not, Robinhood actually makes this process kind of easy, but you should know it is going to cost you $75 to move your portfolio out from the platform. It doesn't matter if it's a full transfer or a partial transfer, whatever you decide to do, Robinhood is still going to charge you $75. And also know that if you transfer everything out of your Robinhood account, they will close your account for you. They won't keep it open without anything in it. But if you keep something in the account will stay open. So before you can make this transfer, you have to settle up your account and make sure you don't have any account restrictions or negative balances that are happening inside of your Robinhood account. So first, you're gonna have to find the instructions from the new brokerage that you're going to. So a lot of these places have them all listed online. You can call, you can just Google it. It's very easy information to locate. And I also wanna say, if you're following along with this video and you wanna read these steps, I will put a link to an article down below as well. All right, so now you've got the information put into your new broker, you're close to good to go. Robinhood settings information is pretty easy to find. You can see all your account information there. And again, a lot of this sounds complicated, but most of it ends up being relatively automated process. You put in a few numbers, hit execute, and you're charged $75 and you're good to go. All right, so you've made this change, you filled out the form, like, what's gonna happen to your portfolio? Well, for your stocks, they're going to show up in your new brokerage, and it's that easy. If you do have fractional shares inside of Robinhood, you should assume that those fractional shares will be sold for whatever their value is. You make that transfer, and that cash balance will make its way into your brokerage account. So for most new accounts, the fractional shares will not move over either. And the same thing is true with crypto. Robinhood lets you trade a lot of crypto. You decide to move everything over and close your account. What Robinhood's going to do is going to sell your crypto at the current market value, take that cash value, and move it over to your new account. If you want to keep your Bitcoin, your Doge, your Ethereum inside of Robinhood and move over all of your stocks, you can do that too. You don't have to move everything. You can kind of pick and choose what you want to do. And if you are an options trader, don't worry, those contracts will also make the transfer. And that's essentially the whole process. You own your stocks, whether they're in Robinhood or elsewhere. And if you are displeased with Robinhood's, let's say, lack of forthcomingness or not telling you what's really going on, or you don't like what they did, you have a voice. You can speak with your wallet. You can speak with your transactions, and you could move it away to someone else that better encapsulates your views on the market. And I'm not saying you should or shouldn't transfer your account away from Robinhood. That's a personal choice. But this video is just to show you how to do it, explain again what is going on, and give you the power to make a decision for what you want to do with your own funds.